हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आपका स्वागत है। नमस्कार, आई एम योर फ्रेंड विकास भारद्वाज एंड वेलकम टू अनसरकारी। In the series of one economy concept and one economy question, we are progressing steadily but surely. In the series, the idea is to take up very important concept जो आपको एक लीड दे सके ताकि आप relate कर सके current affairs and with the comprehensive understanding. We are not rushing into everything. We are going step by step. So let's see what concept we are going to see today. Today we're going to take up a very important concept जो कि आप generally जानते भी हैं. You must have heard and you must have written about it somewhere. That is NBFCs, non-banking finance company, और या फिर आप कह सकते हैं shadow banking system. Unlike the real banking system, they are the one which are also catering to so many agendas. पहली बात जान लीजिए, वो बैंक नहीं है, इसीलिए उसको कहा गया है नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल कंपनी. दूसरी बात यह है कि इट मस्ट बी गिविंग फाइनेंस, इट इज फंडिंग, इट इज प्रोवाइडिंग मीनिंगफुल एडवांसेस टू डिफरेंट सेक्टर्स और टू इंडिविजुअल्स, that is different sections of society. But definitely certain things which are ailing this sector, and RBI need to look into the issue, which is the premier, or you can say the central banking institution of India. So NBFC क्या है? It is a company. It is a company unlike banks which come under Schedule Act. It is a company which comes under Companies Act. That means unlike other corporations or organizations, it is also like a company. But काम क्या है इस कंपनी का? It is advancing loans and money, and also it is taking up shares and stocks and bonds and debentures and securities. इन words को हम अलग से बाद में भी देखेंगे. That means if I am a company which is releasing stocks, which is having bonds, which is having debentures, which is having securities, I may provide loan to non-banking financial company, and that company can further give those money to the needy sections or needy authorities, or you can say the people. That means it is a kind of a company which is in the nature of leasing, hire purchase, insurance business, or you can say चिट फंड, जैसे शारदा स्कैम हुआ था, जिसको हम कहते हैं चिट फंड, कमेटी, और लोकल काफी सारे नाम भी हैं. बट it is not including any institution whose principal business is that of agriculture activity or industrial activity or purchase or sales of goods other than securities. क्यों? If that is going to happen, there will be a great mismatch, and liability and assets will not be matched under any circumstances. That is what we can say. That is why non-banking financial institution एक कंपनी है जिसका प्रिंसिपल बिजनेस है डिपॉजिट्स लेना, किसी स्कीम या किसी अरेंजमेंट के अंडर में, either one time money or in installments. And it is also, you can say, known as residuary non-banking company. That means NBFC and bank, they both are having certain differences. Let's see. NBFC cannot accept demand deposits. आप लेके जाएंगे और पैसा जमा कराएंगे, ऐसा नहीं होगा. It is not going to be issuing checks. कोई चेक इशू नहीं कर सकते. And also the deposit insurance facility of Deposit Insurance and Credit Corporation, जैसा कि आपका पैसा बैंक में जमा है and then it is insured under certain rules and regulations and certain provisions, ऐसा NBFCs के लिए नहीं है. That means they are under more threat, or you can say they are having certain more dimensions than that of a regular bank, as we just said. So फिर जरूरत क्या है NBFCs की? They are the partners in finance. यानी कि there are so many categories in which they are actually advancing loans. We will just see to that. That means NBFCs are also classified into certain categories. For example, they are divided into deposit and non-deposit accepting NBFCs. Non-deposit जो होंगी, they are also by their size into systemically important and other non-deposit holding companies. यानी कि जिस तरह का वो काम करते हैं, by the kind of activity that they conduct, that is how they are divided. For example, NBFCs can be seen as asset finance company, certain kind of assets which you want to create, for that you can get money. Investment company is also a kind of NBFC. Loan company, हम कहते हैं मुथूट लोन फाइनेंस, और certain other advertisements that we see कि भाई गोल्ड ले लो और हमसे लोन ले लो, so that is also a kind of NBFC. Infrastructure finance company IL&FS, the whole issue is there and it has been in news for off long. You can have a look at that. That is also forming part of NBFC only. Systemically important core investment company, as I just said, कोई certain agenda, कोई certain area होगा और उस area के लिए ही वो focus करेगी. That is also part of NBFC. Infrastructure debt company and most importantly microfinance institutions, यानी जो self help groups हैं, microfinance institutions हैं, for that also you can say NBFCs are forming the core part. That means NBFCs are working on the agenda of financial inclusion. They are very important partners for alleviating poverty. They are partners for generating employment. But as I just said, there are a lot more issues which are ailing this sector. So mortgage finance company और NBFC non operating finance holding company, ये भी एक तरीके के divisions हैं. These are all divisions which you can say that these are the types of NBFCs which are registered with RBI. RBI need to come up and it is having regulations with respect to NBFCs. So problem is, and the point is, who is going to finance these NBFCs? पैसा कहाँ से लाएंगे? That means RBI comes into picture. RBI is infusing, and it has infused in the past also large amount of money into it. And then as we just said, mutual fund है, या stocks हैं, या shares हैं, all these companies also put their money into these NBFCs. But जब NBFC are not showing transparency, they are not showing any kind of diligence, or you can say NBFCs are not able to showcase what they are doing with respect to what they are earning, because they are taking up money from the market, so they have to pay interest regularly, and once they are not able to pay the interest, then there will be default. Once that default happens, that will be breaking the cycle, which is the primary reason that guidelines are required. इसीलिए कहा जाता है exposure norms दिखाइए, disclosure कीजिए balance sheet में what is the situation, capital adequacy है कि नहीं है, restrictions are there on the investment in land and building. आप ये नहीं कि बोलेंगे किसी के लिए और पैसा आप कहीं और खर्च कर देंगे. Similarly is the case with lending against gold jewelry, because it is a very prominent business. Deposit accepting NBFC also they have to also comply with statutory liquidity requirements like the way you have banks, because the amount of money that you are supposed to keep in liquidity situation, as in case of any kind of crisis. For example, we have seen many crises in the recent times. For example, Yes Bank is one of the examples for banking sector. It is in this context that NBFC industry have been in news and finance minister have been taking up different steps apart from RBI. So हम कह सकते हैं कि NBFC is a very important factor and sector for Indian economy. But अगर NBFCs के अंदर भी बात करेंगे, then you have housing finance corporations. They have the largest exposure. There are more than thousands of NBFCs which are registered with RBI, and all of them are trying to sustain, and the pandemic shock have given them another shock. So you can say that NBFCs need regulation and guidance. NBFCs need to come up with the more stringent norms. They must showcase पैसा कहाँ से आया, पैसा कहाँ गया, and most importantly, NBFCs must be able to retain and sustain. For that, all sectors of economy are linked and they are impacted. For example, MSMEs, they are also greatly linked with non-banking financial companies. So paisa aayega, paisa jayega. But then as long as mismatch is there, it is going to create a great disharmony. That is what we can say. So these are the basic ideas about NBFCs. We will be taking up much more elements in our future discussions. So here is the question of the day. In India, which of the following review independent regulators in sectors like telecommunications, insurance and electricity? And this came up in Civil Service Examination 2019. So first is ad hoc committees set up by the Parliament. Okay. Parliamentary department related standing committees. Okay. Finance Commission. Now we know Finance Commission is a constitutional body and it is periodically set up, so it is very difficult that independent regulators will be coming over under this. That is why third statement is nullified. Similarly, Financial Sector Legislative Reform Commission, it was set up with a limited mandate and it is financial sector legislative reforms. The name itself suggests laws and you can say norms with respect to financial sector, so it is less likely. Similarly, Niti Aayog is a think tank or you can say a kind of a body which is linked with different projects, different programs, including thinking how renewable energy will be promoted, thinking how education will be promoted. So it is having a very broad mandate. This leaves only with the statement 1 and 2. So we can say in terms of the above, most appropriate answer is 1 and 2 only. Thank you very much for your keen attention, concentration, because there is no shortcut and always at the end of the day journey seems short and journey seems sweet if you have put in 1,000 times more efforts. Thank you very much. Keep liking, sharing and do comment when and whenever you feel that you have something to share. Keep on subscribing our channel. Thank you very much.